The Vault of Glass is such a mysterious place in the world of Destiny. Top-notch raid mechanics, epic-looking rewards, and a time-bending story to go along with it. Today we're going to dive through the secrets of the Vault of Glass. We'll go through everything from the meaning of each encounter to the weapons and gear you earn along the way. You won't want to miss this one. The Vault of Glass is a massive Vex project housed on Venus with the sole purpose of testing the manipulation of time and reality. The Vanguard, seeing this as a threat, as most would, sent our Guardian in after another Fireteam went missing some time ago. Their names were Kabir, Praetorians, and Fahanin. What remains from their story can be earned in the Vault itself. We'll get to that in a little bit. But it's also worth noting that some of these D2 versions of the weapons in the current raid don't have any lore cards yet and may be added at a later date. They've done this with some weapons in the past. So first up, what is the Hezin Protective Vex? The Hezin Protective were a group of Vex forces not solely focused on war. They would let the Hezin Corrective deal with threats like that, while they would try to complete massive, unknown, and secretive projects like the Vault of Glass. The vault here is on Venus, and in order to access the entrance, you must access the sink plates around the area to build the spire. During this time, you may first get introduced to the Praetorians. These Minotaurs are at the top of the forces when it comes to the Vex ranks, or at least here in this Vault of Glass encounter. Their goal to defend the sink plates and try to stop us from opening the vault itself. Just by design, Praetorians are simply a larger Minotaur with a torch hammer and are commonly found on Venus near the Vault of Glass. I'm not sure if they've been in other missions or anything like that. You can let me know that down below. After opening the vault and exploring a bit, you'll find yourself in the Templar's Well. In the well in Destiny 1, you would stop Praetorians, and in Destiny 2, you stop Wyverns and some champions from reaching the Confluxes. Confluxes are essentially a Vex device that's sort of a gateway into the Vex network. So with this mechanic, if enough Vex sacrifice, it will wipe the Guardian, so that's their goal, attempting us to stop from progressing, going deeper into the vault. After that, if successful, the oracles will spawn around the area, which will need to be destroyed. The oracles are said to have the capability to see into the future, see what the Vex want. This works well because the Templar's goal is to shape that thought from the oracles into reality, so you can see where things may go wrong there. During the Templar encounter, one Guardian can wield the Aegis, a shield crafted by Kabir before he died. He wanted to make his death worth something, so he forged himself into the Aegis. Thanks to that Aegis by Kabir, we now have the power to take down the Templar shield and bring that floaty Vex Hydra to bits and pieces. With the Templar defeated, the next line of defense in the vault is maybe the most scary of them all, the Gorgons. The Gorgons have the power to rewrite reality here in the vault. It was at their hands that the legendary warlock Praetorians was erased from time. In this encounter, the Guardians, if capable, can take out a Gorgon if you're quick enough. If you're in Destiny 2, use Wardcliff Coil and you'll be perfectly fine. Otherwise, you must sneak through the dark corners until you find the cave on the other side. Emerging from the Gorgon's labyrinth, you'll find yourself at a jumping puzzle. If you don't fall to your death, you'll arrive at the Glass Throne and the Gatekeeper encounter. The Gatekeeper is the last line of defense in the Vault of Glass before Atheon. Having made your way all the way to the Glass Throne, the Gatekeeper's job once again is to keep us out. Defeating this Hydra allows the Guardians to use the portals jumping through time once defeated, which will then summon Atheon times Conflux. Atheon is the final boss in the Vault of Glass raid. In the vault, the Vex would create calculations and Atheon would bring those into existence. Equipped with massive Vex blasters, Atheon will stomp around the space as the Guardians take out oracles and once again jump through the portals. In the encounter, he'll send wave after waves of supplicants and harpies your way in an attempt to close the portals, but if successful, the Guardians can converge back to this space and take out time's conflux once and for all. So what about the weapons of the Vault of Glass? Now these can be obtained from the different encounters and are pretty mysterious. Now most of these were created or used by that lost Fireteam, Praetor's Revenge and Timepiece, Found Verdict, Vision of Confluence, Atheon's Epilogue, Fatebringer, and so on. These weapons are essentially normal, although some may have been forgotten due to their nature in the vault. One weapon does stand out as being quite strange though, and that is the Vex Mythoclast. The Vex Mythoclast is a Vex instrument from a far-flung corner of space and time, mysteriously fit for human hands. Its origins, mechanism of action, and ultimate purpose remain unknown. Perhaps it will reveal itself to you in time. Then we have the amazing armor. First up, Kabir. Kabir's armor can be acquired by Titans. Kabir fought the Vex alone, but somehow they didn't kill him. He consumed their technology like fire, fashioning armor from their remnants. In the aftermath, he became obsessed with these machines. He was then claimed by the Vault, but his armor and his myth are all that remain. For hunters, the helmet was forged from the cores of Hezin Vex. If you feel a sense of revelation, remove immediately and inject anti-entheogens. The gauntlets were forged from the remnants of broken Vex. Some of the compound matter is older than the solar system itself. The chest piece was forged from the ruin of Hezin Vex armor. The sensory interface feels more natural than bare skin. Skinned in the membrane of Hezin Vex, there is very little risk that these boots will become permanently attached to your body. And lastly, the cloak. It just says the machines are not invincible. And lastly, the Warlock Praetith. The helm's nerve interface incorporates Vex cells. They're dead, of course, but not too dead to dream. Capable gauntlets, extremely effective. I only have one piece of advice: never touch a living Vex. Slept in the armor last night, woke to feel my heart stuttering to the pattern of an unknown signal. Rumor has it that the exile Osiris came too close to understanding the Vex. Caged in ascendant moat, it still glimmers with the light of some ceaseless calculation. So that is some lore behind the armor. As mentioned, Kabir, Praetorth, and Fahanin went into the Vault of Glass first, and things did not go as planned. They didn't get too far. Praetorth was erased from time, Kabir died, although he forged the Aegis, and Fahanin did escape the vault, but was later killed by Dredge and Yor. This story is super important because it tells the sacrifice of this Fireteam of Guardians that allowed us to complete the Vault of Glass ourselves. If that Aegis wasn't there, if we didn't acquire some of this gear, it may have never happened in the first place. Anyway, Guardians, that's all we got for today's video on the Vault of Glass. Of course, there's tons of lore and you could probably go super deep with this, but just wanted to give a recap of what the heck's going on here for those new players and give a little refresher for those of you that know the lore itself. If you'd like to see some more Destiny lore and mysteries just like this video, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching. My name's Evade, and I'll catch you Guardians in the next one.